That's an all-new... I've never seen a lockable fuel filler cap where you need to saw.
It's very secure. Who fancies a celebratory Bovril when we get there?
Unless Bovril's a code word for something dirty, I don't want to do that.
Of all the countries, you in particular could have selected, what you've done, Richard Hammond, is paint on your Mini the flag of Mexico.
God, I have, don't I?
You have.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now coming up to the last lot. The very last lot.
Oh, mate! No, it's...
Come on!
Yeah!
This is... Oh!
I think we've just gone through it.
Yeah, we have.
My plums! I love the sound of a twin cam. It's engine noise you're hearing, not tricked up. That's not... Oh dear, oh dearie me. A cool, refreshing communist water. Jeez! I could buy that for Hammond. That could be his present. And with his usual sense of urgency, James started on the shed.
Oh, yes. Also, I have feet made of flesh with nerves in them like a human being, not lumps of lead yoked to an incompetent oaf.
James didn't take the news well.
Look what you've done to my bloody shed, man! What time is this programme on? Is it 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Is it 10 o'clock on BBC Two?
Yes.
Are we beyond the watershed?
Yes.
You're a fuck...
This called for drastic measures.
These are stink bombs. So in machine terms, he's extremely bright, but he's inanimate. Does he have any feelings? Can we transfer our own feelings onto the crash test dummy?
Sorry. My rant was interrupted at this point by news from below decks.
The Bovril's boiling over. Throughout the rest of the day, there were some issues. I, for example, was not that accurate with the digger. No, no, no! Hang on, hang on.
Holy moly! What manner of terrible thing has happened under my bonnet? It's actually had diarrhea, is what's happened here.
Hello. Hello.
I've appeared on television in drag for nothing.
Oh dear.
It keeps doing that! Stop doing that!
Whoa! What the hell? Hammond!
John Foster out.
BBC Radio Tees. Oh, go on, get on. Move the car. Come on. We really do need these radio... Bloody Range Rover in the back of the shop. Now, I should explain, driving is his second favourite thing.
What's his first favourite thing?
Attacking people. He does it a lot. Just constantly attacking. Why are you doing that?
Yes, we probably will.
We are doomed.
We are doomed.
We absolutely...
Is it...
In the plums!
That is a donut.
That's James May, everybody, doing a donut.
That's like watching a vicar playing poker.
Strip poker.
Come on, my little three-wheel friend.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Doff your hats, roll out the barrel.
Any old iron, any old iron, any old iron.
I'm going to give it a full Sterling Moss. Yeah!
Hammond,
Yeah.
to stop the train, we pull the chain.
Yeah.
But there's a fine of 1,000 rupees. That's about 13 quid.
£13. I mean, I ain't got that sort of money.
I'm not paying 13 quid.
No.
It turned out that James hadn't just lost the race, he'd lost Bombay.
Oh, cock.
How fast was he?
59.
What do we call him? What's his nickname?
Captain Quick. Captain Quick! No.
That isn't that.
He's coming along here, perfectly well, nice straight line. He got to here and lost the will to live. Look. And then someone else came along and just sort of plonked a big duvet on the back.
Let it rock. Go on. Yeah, that's much better. That isn't. No, no! I'm not sure you could drive it through a building. Oh, Hammond! Why doesn't he say, why do they make it 10 seconds? What, he could say that?
No,
What
because
is
it kills the... Oh, off. It kills the tension. I'm trying to make a film that's going to connect with a wide audience, mate.
No, but it's
you
like...
can't... Can I finish? Can I just speak?
I can't see a bloody thing. Come on! Oh, crikey, it's the Albanian Rosas.
Oh, for crying out loud. The one bit of open road, and look what I've got behind me. Bombay 5-0.
I'm all right, really.
Also very light, because it's made from silicon carbide. Oh. It is, what, 1.5 seconds slower than a Lamborghini Gallardo, but then if you look at it this way, if this were the cool wall, I mean, it would be kind of in your ear.
Yeah.
Really. I've got to say, it's got reasonable traction, reasonable ground. When I say reasonable ground clearance, what I was going to say is really appalling ground clearance. We are, teetering, that's the word I'm looking for now.
I mean, well done, for there was just complete bravery. You deserve a George Medal for every corner.
That's why the police never catch me.
I'm not...
The region of China just near Tibet,
And you're a mile in the
northeast,
sky.
you'd look and you go, oh, someone right here haven't.
This is all just rubbish. That's not an 11, is it?
And that's because, what's that shop called where girls buy earrings and stuff?
Yeah, I
scarves?
don't go there myself, it's accessorised.
Accessorised, that's the one. Well, this is like a hair scrunchy thing for men.
Oh, that's bad. Oh. I haven't the heart to tell him. It's all over, mate.
Oh, cock.
I came around the corner at 40 in the Ferrari, and there he is with his hair greased down. I brought my Nova down for you to have a look. Oh, God. Anyway, we got the herd of them all off the road. It was just heaven.
But let's start by seeing what changes James has made.
It looks exactly the same. Is this putty?
No, it's bathroom sealant.
Look at the car! It's an old cabinet!
I've run out of money.
Ah, well, you see, there are two Hollands. One where everyone goes on holiday in a caravan, and there are tulips. And then you've got the other, which is full of drunk Liverpudlians vomiting on Filipino girls. Oh!
I've grown out of road rage. Do you know what I mean? When I was younger, I used to give the finger and in fact, take the finger. But yeah, sorry.
Oh, tanks
Look at the details. The gear lever that seems to have come from a sex shop. For James, though, things weren't going so well.
They're gaining. They're gaining. No! Ah! Catastrophic understeer.
You're doing the hoeing.
I am not doing any hoeing.
I don't even know what hoeing is.
Yeah, well,
And
hoeing
anyway, you
is...
don't need a hoe. There's only one tool you need for gardening. And I've got it.
It's a hammer.
It'll be a hammer. It's not a hammer!
This
Is that a hoe?
is all you... Oh, he's gone off. Look.
Right. Now I've got some racing to do. Cock. What's the matter?
Can you slow down a bit? Everything's falling off!
Right.
Oh, this is risky, I don't know the way.
Hammond, you bugger.
Go on, that's a Fiat Multipla.
It's like the car has a disease. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, look, it's got spots.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like deformed.
The There's more evidence too that Porsche weren't really concentrating when they designed this car. I mean, change into third and the gear lever comes off. Get out of the way, you Polish lorry! Why are you cluttering up our roads with Latvian milk? I am now about 40 yards from the back of my car and the central locking is still working fine. But if I go back another 10 or 15 yards to say here, we're out of range. However, if I put the key against my head, like so, and try again, it's working!
But hang on a second. It was a plane. We specify everything that goes on our board here has to be road legal.
Yeah, if you took that plane to the shops, the police would stop you.
Yeah.
It's got no indicators, no brake lights, got no brake.
It smells nice in here.
Good evening. Do you mind if I come back a bit? My colleague is rather short in the leg.
The Stig did say that he's never met anyone who, and I think he put it, dicks about as much as you. And that's the problem. Hold your camera.
I am a driving god! I am a driving god!
Are you being recorded so you can test if you would be good as a presenter?
No, I am a presenter. Do you mind?
Sorry.
This isn't my real job.
Driver told me he's been doing this 6 years and he's 3 centimetres shorter. Can't afford to lose 3 centimetres.
In fact, Hammond had given his 924 sporting credentials it didn't deserve.
Look at that! Coming up now toward the national speed limit. Some of the shape has been lost, some of the style. Oh no, it's gone! It's gone! Well, it was just there that time, not the first time I went there, but I can remember not that long ago, driving along a main road, filled up with petrol, and I gave the bloke in the cash point my credit card. He just put it in the till.
But now, watch this. Full power. Oh, cock.
Okay, can we just bring up a photograph? This is the sort of thing.
So that is dodgy, isn't it?
Do you wear that when you...
Certainly not, no, definitely not, no. I mean, this is a Power Ranger, isn't it?
Every panel of our Aston has a scrape or a dent, even the roof. How can you get a scrape on the roof? How can you get a scrape on the roof?
Low bridges.
No. Ooh, it's a Chrysler PT Cruiser.
It's a hearse.
You're right, actually, that would make a good hearse.
Yeah. I mean, it is a hearse.
It's a friendly face from the country that gave you friendly fire.
And they took me to court for speeding, and they were in court, and they said he was doing between 106 and 108 miles an hour. And I said, that'll be 107 then.
You know why it was called a 911, don't you? So the Americans would know what to dial when they crashed. And they would crash. It's a very scary car. This is the best ski lift I've ever been on. Morning. You well? You well? Yeah, no, having a good day.
I phoned up my own restaurant and pretended to be you, and they wouldn't give me a table till December.
Yeah, I was in marketing for oil.
Okay.
Which is technically the easiest job on the planet. do you have a fuel gauge in your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when that goes into the red?
Yeah.
Buy some petrol. Job done.
This first one is called the Bond, and it's perhaps more of a closing manoeuvre. So the car's there, and you walk away from your car thus, and then at the last minute you turn and fire. It's a simple, good one to start with, I reckon.
Keeping the range good. Cambridge educated?
Yes, I was. A lot of people take that the wrong way. A lot of people think if you're Cambridge educated, you may be a bit pompous and up yourself. Not true. Only reason I went to Cambridge is because I got 4 A's at A-level.
Is that for each seat, those,
Yeah, that's for him.
Yeah, and my ass is burning off.
Yeah, because I left his seat on 5. You see, I thought that it was the wrong thing to do now.
And you reckon this will work?
Yeah, it's like golden elixir, that stuff.
Does it make the car smell of it?
It is actually the different restaurants you can tell what you're running it on.
Seriously, yeah.
With the Capri, Ford did what it's always been able to do really well, taking a very aspirational idea, two-door coupe, big bonnet, and made it available to the people. Oh, off.
My favourite sign of all time is falling rocks. You know the red triangle, falling rocks? What am I meant to do with that information? They may as well just have a sign saying random accidents ahead. Life's a lottery, be lucky.
And then there's the seat itself. You sit bolt upright, and if you move the lever, you go flat on your back.
It's quite hard to drive like this, to be honest.
That caravan, that is genius. Whoever thought of that addition?
It was me.
It's not a bad idea.
Italy and France and
Germany.
Germany. You called, you know, as you would be called here, Professor something.
Or Doctor.
Dr. Clarkson.
Doctor.
You would be called Engineer Clarkson. Well, you wouldn't, obviously, with your knowledge of superchargers, but... but over there, it would happen.
You're wearing tights.
I am.
I can't take lectures on physics from a man in tights.
I am aware of the
Dancing,
tights.
yes. Physics, no.
This cruising thing, what's it about? Yeah.
About flexing, man.
It's about what?
Flexing, like, having a good time and all.
Flexing?
Yeah.
What are you on about? It's so quick, it can destroy your entire face.
And it's such a stupid noise that motorbikes
Yeah, but you know what?
make.
As they're driving past your house at 90 miles an hour and you're clipping their heads with your Black & Decker, they're just going past you going, sad.
That is extraordinary. All the organs in my body that were pushed to the back when I accelerated have now shot forward again. My tonsils are now in front of my front teeth.